Get out of the way, get out of the way.
We are watching the heroic efforts of first responders in Arizona following a horrifying crash. This body camera footage shows the moment this rescue unfolded. Police say a cement mixer hit a pickup truck. The pickup rolled and caught on fire with the driver trapped. Two first responders jumped into action to save that driver.
I'm not going to let her burn up. I know. I was like, I hit it 3 times. I was like, it seemed like it took forever to try to get this window to break. And my thought was, she's not dying. And I just held her. And I just told her I had her. So I just told her I had her and she's okay and she's safe.
That police officer, as well as a firefighter who came to the rescue, both served in the military. That's why they say they were quick to put their lives on the line that day. After the rescue, they helped the driver get in contact with her family to let them know she was okay. What a moment. Employees at the Centers for Disease Control held a protest outside the organization's headquarters in Atlanta. And today, organizers of the protest say they'll lobby lawmakers at the Capitol. It came just days after many of them were put on administrative leave. They say they have been unjustly terminated and they're worried about the future of public health. A future that now remains uncertain as Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. now wants a panel to examine the childhood vaccine schedule. He promised not to change it during his Senate confirmation last month, but now the department will consider changing the schedule of vaccines for measles, polio, and other dangerous diseases. Kennedy believes the vaccines may be connected to other chronic illnesses. Findings from other studies prove otherwise.
We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Rakeem Mayers, not guilty.
Cheers and applause in an L.A. courtroom where rapper A$AP Rocky was found not guilty. He was charged with 2 felony counts of assault in connection with the 2021 shooting of his bandmate. He could have faced up to 24 years in prison, but he is not guilty. Anyone trying to rent a home in Dallas-Fort Worth should be prepared for some sticker shock. The gap between asking rents for houses and apartments in Dallas-Fort Worth has never been higher, according to a new study. Dallas Morning News real estate reporter Nick Wooten looked at the data, and Nick joins us now to talk about it. Hi there, Nick.
How's it going?
Good. So start with, what did you find when you looked at this data?
Well, real estate company Zillow reports the typical asking rent for a single-family home in DFW was just over $2,300. While apartment rents hovered around just over $1,500. That 52% price gap during the final 3 months of last year was among the highest in the nation. And it was the highest gap in DFW since Zillow began tracking that data in January 2018.
Wow. And so what's the reason for this?
Well, there are several. Right now, there's a relative oversupply of apartments in the region. DFW added about 277,000 apartments since 2014. It's the most in the nation. Apartment demand is still high, so rents remain flat, but well above pre-COVID levels. Meanwhile, high mortgage rates and upfront costs keep potential buyers in the rental market, and that creates this bottleneck. So there's an undersupply of rental homes. Some developers are also having a tough time building new rental homes.
All right. So in talking to the experts and looking at this, will this change? And if so, what's next?
Well, we're seeing developers build fewer apartments. Dallas has nearly 20,000 fewer units under construction than last year. That's a roughly 35% drop. With trends reversing, apartment rents could rise. Housing experts also say build-to-rent developers are going to continue to face challenges this year, but new loan avenues are opening up, so we'll see. The gap might shrink, but maybe not in the way buyers want.
All right. It's still going to leave them searching for places to rent and at good deals. All right, Nick, thank you so much for taking us through what you found in the data.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Nick Wooten with the Dallas Morning News, and you can read more of his work right now at dallasnews.com. Now to a sweet moment for students at I.M. Terrell Academy in Fort Worth this morning. They came inside from the bitter cold to find Mr. Velasquez out there handing out hot chocolate. Looks like someone just snuck that picture real fast and put it out there and send it to us, and we appreciate that. No wonder that Mr. Velasquez at I.M. Terrell High School was voted Teacher of the Year.
Absolutely.
That is just a wonderful gesture.
What a Teacher of the Year move. That's amazing.
I bet that hot chocolate went pretty quickly, though.
Oh, I bet it did. And I definitely would love some right now.
Yes,
too.
yes, Ryan. All day.
All day.
For the next 2 days.
The next 2 days, I know, Deborah, we've got some extremely cold weather that is just sitting over us. And thankfully, we are going to see a warming up, just like that hot chocolate is going to make us feel as we go through the next couple of days. So let's go ahead and just get right on into it, because temperatures have dropped over 30 degrees within the last 24 hours. And I bet you can feel it outside. You probably felt it when you were leaving work yesterday and heading on home. And we are going to see temperatures just staying below freezing heading through the day. Right now, our current temperatures all across North Texas are sitting somewhere within the teens. If you're lucky, back over towards the south, seeing some lower 20s. But nonetheless, no one has even gotten close to touching freezing as we've head through the day. We're also watching these flurries because of lake effect snow that's happening. And as we've headed through the hour, we're seeing some weakening with most of these bands, especially the one that was coming from Lake Louisville. And most of the areas that are being impacted right now are just over towards the west in Johnson County. And that's where they're really being affected with those flurries. But it is light in accumulation, and we are going to see it start to weaken as we head through the afternoon. So if you're wondering what roads will be like as you're headed home from work, what we're looking at right now is just minimal accumulation right now. Any of the major highways have been treated, and you should be able to just take it nice and slow, but know that some of those roads will have some slick spots. So just take it slow on your ride home, but things do look all good. We'll see temperatures staying just below freezing heading in through the afternoon, but the wind chill values will still make it feel like it's in the teens as we head into this evening. All right, let's just walk through our temperatures real quick so you can see what we're expecting, because I was saying the upper 20s will be our high temperature for today. And then as we head into Thursday morning, that's when we see another round of those teens yet again, and even those single digits, and it feels even colder than that, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But then temperatures hovering the freezing mark, that's some improvement from what we've seen, and definitely seeing some records that could be in jeopardy as we head through Thursday. And then things slowly start to warm up. I say warm up, not that much, headed into Friday, and then there's a nice recovery as we go into Saturday. So these are our wind chill values. This is what it'll feel like to you when you're outside as we head into Thursday morning, seeing negative sub-zero feels like temperatures all the way to those single digits, anywhere from 0 on up. It's going to be very, very chilly outside, and it'll feel even below freezing to you as you head through Thursday afternoon. So this is just the couple of days that you're just going to need to get all the winter gear you have. Make sure you're going outside with your scarves, with your gloves. Just put it on the kids even if they don't want to, because everyone is at risk for frostbite when we're talking about dangerously cold weather like this. Here's the good thing, though. I'm not going to leave you with just bad news. Got to give you some good news. We do have a nice recovery, a steep recovery headed into next week. We're talking about 70s, near 80 as we head into midweek next week. So that's something to look forward to. And on that 10-day forecast, if you are going to Cowtown, we do have recovery with temperatures in the upper 40s. A slight chance for some rain, but nothing you got to worry about for the Cowtown race. 60s and then 70s to come, Deborah.
I know runners like it cool, but I don't know, Ryan. All right.
Texas weather.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back with the 5 stories you need to know.